All right, let's talk about one of the biggest changes to hit high school sports in a long time: name, image, and likeness, or NIL. We're going to break down exactly what this means for you as a student athlete here in Georgia. So, you want to get paid for being an athlete? Well, now you can. NIL has opened up some incredible doors for you to earn money from your own personal brand. But, and this is a big but, it's also a minefield of rules. One wrong move could seriously jeopardize your eligibility. We're here to make sure you do it the right way.
So what even is NIL when we boil it all down? Simply put, it's your right to get paid for being you. We're talking endorsements, social media posts, public appearances, anything that uses your name, your picture, or your personal brand. It's all about recognizing your value.
Okay, but before you start signing deals and cashing checks, you absolutely have to understand the rules you're playing by. And, just as important, who's making those rules. Because believe me, it's not just one simple rule book. Think of it like a three-layer cake. At the very bottom, you've got Georgia's state law. That's the foundation for everything. On top of that, you have the policies from the Georgia High School Association, the GSA. And then, the final layer, that's your own school's rules, which might have their own specific details you need to know. What's really interesting, though, is that all those layers of rules really come down to two, let's call them golden rules. These two principles are there for a reason, to protect the whole point of high school sports, which is competition and education. Get these two things right, and you're already way ahead of the game. Golden rule number one, no pay for play. That means your NIL money can't be based on how you perform. You can't get a bonus for scoring more touchdowns or winning a state championship. And golden rule number two, no recruiting inducements. This is huge. A school can't dangle a fancy NIL deal in front of you to get you to enroll there. These two rules are the absolute bedrock of NIL, and they are non-negotiable. Okay, now that we've got the serious stuff out of the way, let's get to the fun part. How can you actually make money with NIL? What kind of opportunities are we talking about here?
Well, the GHSA has given the green light to a whole bunch of things. You've got your classic product endorsements, sponsored posts on social media. You can do autograph signings or get paid for personal appearances. But you can also get creative. You could start your own sports camp for kids in your town, or even give private lessons. The possibilities are pretty wide open.
And check this out. This is straight from the official guidelines. The GHSA wants you to get help. They actually encourage you to talk to professionals, agents, financial advisors, tax experts. This isn't something you have to figure out all by yourself. Building a team to help you make smart choices is a really good idea. All right, let's pivot back to the rules for a second. Knowing what you can do is great, but knowing what you can't do is just as important. These are the red flags, the things that can get you in serious trouble. Here's the big takeaway. Your NIL life has to be totally separate from your school life. That means you can't use your school's logos or wear your team uniform in a paid ad. You can't use the school gym for a photo shoot for a brand. And of course, there are banned product categories like alcohol and tobacco. Oh, and a big one, you can't be paid by those booster-run groups known as NIL collectives. I mean, look at the official language from the GHSA. It doesn't get much clearer than that. The money has to come from a real, third-party business. It can't come from your school or anyone connected to your school. And, you guessed it, they're reminding you again, it can't be for playing well or for picking a certain school. So with all these rules, how do you make sure you're staying on the right side of the line every single time? Let's walk through your compliance playbook. If you remember one thing from this whole explainer, make it this: communication. Your number one job, besides being a student and an athlete, is being transparent with your school. You have to, and I mean have to, report every single NIL deal you make, no exceptions. And you're on a clock. You have exactly 7 days. 7 calendar days from the moment you agree to an NIL deal to let your school know about it. The process itself is super simple. You make a deal, whether it's a signed contract or just a verbal agreement, and boom, that 7-day clock starts ticking. You have 1 week to get in touch with your principal or your athletic director and tell them what's up. It's simple, but it is absolutely critical for staying eligible. So you might be thinking, what's the big deal? What if I'm a day late or I accidentally wear my team jacket in an Instagram post? Well, the consequences are no joke. Breaking these rules can mean you lose your eligibility to play sports, period. All that hard work, gone. And it's not just about you. Your school can get hit with huge penalties, like big fines or even getting banned from state tournaments. Your mistake could impact your entire team. So here's the bottom line.
NIL is, without a doubt, a game-changing opportunity. It's a chance to build your brand and make some real money. But with that opportunity comes a ton of responsibility. You have to be smart, you have to be informed, and you have to be on top of these rules because your entire athletic future is riding on it.
This is the new world for high school athletes in Georgia. It's a massive, massive opportunity. But the big question isn't just about how talented you are on the field or on the court anymore. It's about how you handle your business off of it. So, are you ready to play?